feel like you're constantly having to check in with your team just to make sure the work is getting done? If so, you might not have a people problem, you might have a systems problem. Hi, I'm Bethan, one of the founders of TVAC, the virtual assistant company. And in this episode of the Virtual Assistant Conversation, I want to talk about how to manage a remote team without falling into the trap of micromanagement. After more than 11 years of running a VA agency, one of the questions I get asked often is, how do you know people are working if I can't see them? It's a fair question, but perhaps not the right one. The real question should be, are they delivering results? Can you see the work they're delivering? Business owners can sometimes focus on the activity instead of the outcome. Just because someone is online all day sending emails and attending meetings doesn't necessarily mean they're being productive. Likewise, someone could sit quietly behind the scenes and deliver great results without need to be managed at all. Remote teams are not built on constant supervision. They're created on strong systems, trust, reliability, professionalism. And when these things happen, you don't need to check in all the time because you know that you can rely on your team and depend on them. Another mistake business owners can make is feeling the need to micromanage. Micromanagement might feel like good management, but it can slow the whole business down. If you've hired the right people, train them properly, give them clear processes, there comes a time where you need to trust them to get on with their job. This doesn't mean lowering your standards, it means allowing them to take ownership instead of you having to control everything. Every time you're answering the same question, fixing the same mistake, chasing the same information, ask yourself, is the problem a missing process? In my experience, many businesses think they have a people problem when actually it comes down to a systems problem. So if you want to build a high-performing remote team, stop measuring who's online and when, and start measuring results. Communicate clearly, build strong systems, hire people you trust who you can depend on, then give them the space to do what you hired them to do. That's how you build a remote team that can grow without depending on you every minute of the day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of the Virtual Assistant Conversation.